if Timex can be considered the king of budget chronographs, surely Citizen can be considered the king of affordable divers. But divers not wannabe waterproof watches, because the label Promaster comes with promising features, and today it is the case. And I was surprised to see that Citizen came up with another heritage Promaster, which is strikingly similar to the Titanium Challenge Diver, but offered for $250. Now that is exciting because besides the price and the design, these divers are coming up with an uber cool color palette. And for me, yellow was the color to go this time. So I bought it once it was made available on the market, and I have to admit, I am very impressed by the watch. Because Citizen is one of my preferred brands for obvious reasons. They offer so many diver watches with tool capabilities for small prices. And it's exactly that kind of brand which offers original exciting designs for any pocket, which can easily convince you to grab an unplanned watch anytime you are at the mall. But what is interesting, after quite a few Promasters purchased, I finally received for the first time their diver in the oxygen tank packaging. Usually in EU, the Promasters comes with normal boxes, which is pretty boring, but this is exciting and it's a solid prop or packaging to complement the Promaster line. So why this model looks familiar? Well, a few months back I reviewed the official reissue of the Citizen Promaster Challenge Diver, which was offered in premium materials, a titanium case, a tailored rubber strap, great quality and a solid movement from the Miyota 9 series. And I'm not sure how the brand considered the performance of the model, but Citizen decided to make a budget version to this $650 model. So they came up with a completely new diver to their Promaster line, offered in the same manner. Good looking, excellent loom, tool diving capabilities and everything mentioned offered for an unbeatable price. As design and looks, this model is differentiated from the normal Promaster line, which I think it was needed because these models have a strong retro line, inspired from the 70s Challenge Diver, but also feels like inspired from the success of the 2022 Titanium Promaster Diver, which I reviewed on the channel recently. As vintage characteristics, we have a simplified case without crown guards, an aluminum insert, a unidirectional bezel with 60 clicks, a day-date window, clear oversized markers to improve the legibility, and the heritage Challenge Diver hands, with the skeletonized Mercedes hand. So, to explain you, this is not a homage of the Rolex Submariner. The 70s Challenge Diver had inspired hands from the Rolex, where this modern one is inspired from their 70s model, if it makes sense. Now, when I picked up the watch, the first word that came into my mind was robustness. So this is a robust watch with presence on the wrist despite its reduced specs. So they kind of offered a retro tool, precisely a vintage inspired watch through design, but with modernized shapes and features to be aligned with their Promaster's criteria. The case has a consistent profile with a fat case back and a tall outer bezel ring, with the lugs of the case which are falling quite drastically towards the wrist, creating a compact appearance. And looking at the inner chapter ring, I think this model could have been reduced with at least 1 mm. And then the crown, and unlike the Titanium Promaster, is better tailored for this case, because it is centered to the case thickness, it is bigger with a better grip, where the more expensive version had a smaller crown positioned more towards the bottom, offering an unnatural capacity to operate the crown with ease. The new budget Challenge Diver comes in different colors, as I mentioned. I think this is the best thing about this line, because it is offered in happy candy colors. We actually have 5 color options: a black one, orange, green which comes with a dedicated green strap, a blue version and the preferred yellow one, which I thought it was yellow. In reality, this is a bright yellow gold tone which interacts with the light rather than a flat yellow color. I am recently more attracted by yellow divers rather than orange or blue, and usually they are hard to find, especially with genuine yellow rubbers, and I hoped this Citizen color was the option to go. Sadly, this fumé gradient with golden dial is not 100% matchable with a yellow strap. If we zoom in, the dial proposed for this heritage or vintage-inspired line is appealing. The experience of the dial seeks to emulate an old watch with patina lume and a grainy surface with the muted brand and the Promaster logo. And obviously this specific legible rectangular markers, also the triangle at 12 o'clock. And as well as we clarified, the hands for this model emulates the vintage challenge timer with the Our Mercedes hand skeletonized. What I was surprised to see, and I'm not sure if we can call it Pagani design sloppiness or it was intended to be, but the color of the hands is not made in the same patina lume color as the markers. Potentially they wanted to create the same gradient offered by the dial layout, with patina towards the exterior following the dark yellow tone, keeping the same clean centered pattern with clean white hands. As specifications, we have a stainless steel case measuring 41mm in diameter with 50mm as lug tip to lug tip, 14mm in height, 20mm between the lugs, and weighs 150 grams. At this price range, the model is offered on a mineral glass with a unidirectional bezel having 60 clicks, an aluminum insert, the watch is filled with lume, has a screw-down crown which ensures 200 meters wear resistance as a signature of the Promaster line. Inside we have the Miyota Caliber 8 series, precisely the Citizen 8204, which beats at 21600 bph with a day-date features, hacking and power reserve of 42 hours. And then the model is offered in the colors mentioned on rubber, but on a bracelet as well. In my opinion, despite being a budget watch, the bracelet is very good. It provides comfort, having an adjustable clasp which is spot on. So I recommend you to get this model on a bracelet than on their stiff rubber. As comfort, as I was mentioning, this model is pretty heavy on a bracelet combo and tall enough, so we might not talk about a comfortable watch. However, if the bracelet is adjusted accordingly, the watch will fit like a glove and it will offer the comfort that you really seek for. And as far as I tried, in this color combo with a yellow gold center, a black bezel insert and a stainless steel case, the watch is adaptable. There are a lot of strap options to work with. Generally it works with accent straps as this and DC Marine National strap, which makes the watch to look a bit tall, but style-wise it looks very good. But also on a black rubber strap with a waffle pattern, which blends with the design of the dial as well. So by removing the toolish bracelets, the watch transforms into a vintage watch. It becomes more comfortable due to the reduced weight and the lack of metal which continues the lugs. And all in all, despite some minor inconvenience like the robustness of the watch or the uneven loomed marker tone, I think this is a steal. I think Citizen really offers here what people call good value for money. Because I think this can be a solid diver for many years. It feels durable, well made and appealing. And for this reason I will qualify this model without a problem as a brave beater on the channel in the position number 49 in the Hall of Fame, alongside the genuine, more expensive reissue of the Challenge Diver. I think that's enough for today. Hope you enjoyed this video and I'm really curious to know what do you think about this new Promaster line. Please let me know in the comments below. And as usual, if you're new around, please consider subscribing for future episodes. Thank you very much, thanks for watching, and until next time, be brave, but stay safe.